Please step forward.
Judge, I present to you, this is Christopher Hottie. Yeah, he has a hard time because he has such a big head. Yeah.
I do. Can't help it.
Well, you know, Mr. Prosecutor, what are the charges here?
Well, Mr. Hottie Pence of the Cab Fire Department and local business owner and more is being charged with wearing too many hats, which is part of his multiple identities. Why does he have to wear so many hats? Is because his head's so big it hasn't found the right one. We're also going to tack on, he tried to escape and evade from the officer running down the street.
Your Honor, I object. He was excited and didn't know which direction to turn. He was just super excited to be here today.
Really? All I saw was his backside running down Main Street.
Your excitement, Your Honor.
As I recall, there was a family member also came before this court a couple of years ago, so apparently problems run throughout your family. What do you have to say about that?
It's my raising. I blame my significant other.
Okay.
She has not properly trained her husband.
Okay.
Still a work in progress, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we all need that. We all need that. So Miss Defendant, the lawyer, what do you have to say?
I do not think that wearing too many hats and helping too much is a crime, Your Honor. I think he's an outstanding citizen, and I think he's raised some bail money, haven't you?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And how much might you have raised?
$978.
Oh, wow. How about that? Well, Mr. Hottie Pence, that being the case, we will forgive you of your crimes and grant you bail, and we appreciate all your efforts for the First Foundation. So congratulations, that's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They actually are not very comfortable. Yeah, I really didn't think they'd be. And they're pretty rough.
Everybody will wear them.
Pink fur.
The Pickens First Court is now in order. What do you mean free to go?
I present to you.
You just got here.
This is Krystle
Well, Mr.
Howell.
Okay, Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes, Your Honor.
tell me about this person.
She's been reported that she's been easily persuaded to waive fees for her customers. And we've also heard and seen and caught that she's leaving bag drops of cash around town to those customers she's given the fees. And this is one of the bags that we caught, and she's been blowing up the money all through town. So when these bag drops disappear, there may be a riot.
Oh my
We're trying to
goodness.
prevent a riot.
That sounds pretty serious.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Sounds pretty serious.
You're in big trouble.
Defending attorney, what do you have to say?
She's a banker, Your Honor, and what do you expect? She does handle money. She takes care of money. She has to waive people's fees because she's doing great customer service. And by the way, if she's a banker, she's all right with me.
Well, wait a minute. Those bills look a little phony, don't you think?
Well, you know that the prosecution has kind of come up with his own evidence here, Your Honor. I don't know that
I don't have one of those
In fact, I think
fancy
that
printers.
this is inadmissible. I really don't.
I'll say.
Prosecutor's got her fingerprints all over this too.
So, Miss Blue Howell, I understand you've been raising some bail money.
I've raised my bail money.
Really? And I understand that you have a graduate of this program.
I do.
So it's hard to imagine that you got charged since you have someone who has graduated from First Readers, Amelia
and Gabriel.
Amelia and Gabriel. They're pretty nice. Pretty nice. So how much money have we raised, Blue?
$1,192.
Wow. Wow, that is fantastic. $1,192.
My generous customers at the bank and people I work with.
Really? Well, that is certainly great. That is certainly great. That'll really make a difference for our program this year. And we appreciate all those efforts. So Thank you very much, and I guess we'll drop the charges, given that you're raising all that money.
Good you are.
And we have a seat for you over here someplace. We're practicing a little social distancing.
Okay.
And we have lunch in a little bit, thanks to Miss Sally, they went to get it, and Miss Krystle, who donated it, I think. So, thank you very much. That's fantastic. Let's give Blue a hand, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pickens First Court is once again in session.
Your Honor, I present to you Martha Maby Baldwin. Baldwin or is it Baldwin? Baldwin.
Maybe baby. I've never met a maybe baby before. I'm glad to do that.
There's always a first.
Mr. Prosecutor, what is maybe baby charged with?
Well, Your Honor, she's been accused of being too sweet. She drinks sweet tea 24/7. She's passed out lollipops to everybody around town. And when you're on the phone with her, she makes buttermilk. She's so sweet. And right now, with all the calories that people are consuming this day and age at home, it's got to stop.
It's got to stop.
So please take this away from me because I don't need more sweets.
Okay. Well, now being sweet seems like not such a bad thing, but I guess the prosecutor pointed out that it does create a little social problem.
All the doctors in town are just having a fit right now.
Yeah.
Your Honor, you can't be too sweet. And where would we all be without caffeine and sugar? I mean, think about it.
This right now, in these times.
In these times,
Well, you got a
You
point.
gotta have a little uplift.
You got a point. Yeah. Especially now.
yes.
Especially now, we need something to distract us or whatever.
Yes.
So, how have you done with your fundraising? Have you raised your bail?
$1,026.
Wow, how about that? $1,026. Well, that is sweet. And it's so sweet, we're going to drop the charge of being too sweet. And thank you so much for all that effort. And that'll pay for about 30 children for 1 year to go through this program. So that's great. Thank you. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Pickens First Court is again in session.
Judge, I present to you Josh Speedy, what's your name? Tippins. Yes.
Well now, I understand that you tried to make an escape, Speedy, is that true?
I didn't run. I was just trying to help the fine gentleman out.
Because that doubles up your charges.
He was
Well,
just
we lost
excited,
our
Your
mind.
Honor.
I was,
He wasn't trying to
I was just happy to be here.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just happy.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, tell me about this man.
Well, there's multiple offenses. When he was younger, he got caught for cow tipping. That's how he got his names Speedy and Tippins at the same time. So he's brought this to his adult life, and he's now selling supposedly super fast internet. He's doing video conferences, and he talks so fast on these conferences, he's breaking the internet. And he's broken so much of the internet right now, he's running south of the border. He's trying to get away.
Oh my goodness. Now what do you say, cow tipping? What is that?
You walk up to a cow and you push it over, and that's cow tipping, and you run so that the cows don't chase you down.
I think the prosecutor's making stuff up.
Hey, we're in the country. Cow tipping's real.
Well, okay, Ms. Defending Attorney, what do you have to say about this?
I think he's a hero. Right now, we need that fast internet. We're all using it like crazy. The fact that he's talking so fast, he's just a busy guy. He's got stuff to do.
That's true.
He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. And I understand you have a couple of family members that were involved in Pickens First. Is that them over there?
That's
One?
twin sons.
Yep,
Both of them?
both of them.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great. So, how have you done with your fundraising, raising your bail money?
I doubled my bail.
Doubled it. Wow.
I'm gonna let you pay that to the clerks of court.
And that would be how much?
$1,873.
Wow, that is really good. So that'll pay for about 50-something children for a year. So in that case, we'll have to drop the charges, Mr. Prosecutor.
I agree.
He's paid society several times over here, so thank you.
Yes,
Doing
I
such a
agree.
great job.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Pickens First Court is once again in order. Who do we have before me here?
Your Honor, we have Stacy Homegirl McClure. She's been known to keep candy on her desk at all times and bribes folks with her sweets.
Really?
And
Candy all the time.
Well, I brought some for everybody today, but it got stolen off the desk.
this is from your evidence file.
Oh, I see. So that's
So
some
you're
of
the
the
one that
stuff,
stole
huh?
Well, I'm trying to protect you, but I'm trying to prosecute you. So, what kind of things would you do to get things done? Does evidence keep you a lot of pressure in this town?
Maybe.
Come on, I'm trying to incriminate you. Give me something good.
Let's just say I work in payroll.
So,
How many hours do you want to get paid for? Just say it.
so Miss Homegirl, let me get this straight. Are you consuming this or are you giving it out to fellow associates?
I look like I consumed it, but I haven't. I promise I don't even
You're
take
actually giving it
mine.
away? Okay.
I actually give it to everybody else.
So how are you pleading here? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
Okay.
I'm guilty.
Well, now,
Yeah.
I don't know where we go with that. What do you have to
I'm
say?
guilty. I'm sorry.
Hey, Your Honor, in her defense, she's paying people to do payroll and she's giving them chocolate. Can she be all that? Sounds pretty good to me.
Well, no, perhaps not. Perhaps not.
I think it's a win-win.
However,
Everybody smiles.
you do have to raise your bail to get out of jail. So how are you doing with that?
I am prepared and I'm ready.
Okay. How prepared are you?
I have $1,484.
Wow! Y'all hear that? $1,484. That is just terrific.
Yes, sir.
That is terrific. Well, thank you so much.
And I'm even an organized criminal.
And
Look at you. I mean, if I'm going down, I'm going down big.
you've done.
It's my dream.
You've done a great. Don't let it flow away.
No, I've got a paper clip with a synopsis of what's in cash, what's in pledge, what's in checks. You got it.
Oh man, you're organized. Well,
I am. I'm an organized thief.
our treasurers will appreciate that. But thank you for a great job, great effort. That's terrific. Thank you so much.
Sorry. No, wait, chocolate. Here, you want the chocolate? Here, let me get back to you.
Let's give Homegirl another big hand for raising so much money. Thank you. Okay, we are still in session. Who do we have next?
Judge, I present to you Kirk, babyface Raffield.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're the first baby face I ever met with a beard.
That's right.
No, they don't really go together, but.
I'm an ugly baby.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you here this morning before us, but you've been charged, I think, with some pretty serious stuff. Mr. Prosecutor, tell us about this?
Your Honor, he's left his hipster's way by having a neatly trimmed beard. Since he's been under house arrest these past several weeks, he's changed his appearance, letting it grow out, like the caveman.
Oh.
And people are a little nervous around town watching the caveman make sounds and grunts while walking down the street. So
Yeah.
we have to clean the street of this.
Plus they wouldn't recognize it.
Correct.
The baby face is covered up, right?
Yep.
So.
Don't believe that there's one underneath there.
So how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
Oh, there we go again.
I'm 2 for 2.
Wait, this is your lawyer. Listen to your lawyer.
Pretty lawyer.
Perhaps he's a court-appointed attorney. Perhaps we should have made you aware of that before we tried you. So, do you have anything to say?
Your Honor, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, take a look at that beard.
Yeah,
Are
it's a
y'all
nice
not
one.
impressed?
It's a nice one.
I mean, a few
I gotta
more weeks
admit.
here, ZZ Top. I mean, he's got it going on.
It's a very nice one. Very nice one. Now, I understand that you have a participant in First Readers,
Yes.
and we're delighted to hear that. And she started last year, is that right? Is she born?
Yes.
Is she 1 year old now?
No, she's 3. I believe she started 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. Okay, that's right.
Born in 2017.
That's what it says.
Yes.
20 minus 17. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. So, how are you doing with raising bail,
Wonderful.
babyface?
Wonderful.
How much you got?
It's been a little difficult with the current situation.
It is.
But some of my helpers Today, I have $1,120.24.
Wow, $1,120.24. That deserves another round of applause.
Good job. Congratulations.
Well, that is terrific.
The
Great
24
job.
cents came in this morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone had pity on me.
Great job. Thank you so much for your support of the first readers of Pickens County. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Good job.
Hear you. Please step forward. This court is now in session. Who do we have before us here?
Your Honor, I present to you Clyde Parker and Kimberly Bonnie Parker. They're obviously in pools.
Wow. Well, y'all have held up well. Because you're at least 100 years old. But we're glad to have you here. Mr. Prosecutor, what are these people charged with?
Well, the infamous Bonnie and Clyde, they're the reincarnation, and then they're going around Pickens County. This is a nursing student, right?
No, head of nursing.
Head of nursing. So, because of their ways with shooting and doing things that they do, she's trying to keep as many corpses on the training table as possible over there. So we're trying to slow that down. And they're driving fast, reckless, and leaving bullets flaring everywhere. So we've got to put a stop to this.
Yes. Certainly do. That sounds very serious. And they're armed. They're not supposed to be armed in court, are they?
Well, these are fake prop guns because the real ones have been locked up, and we've tested them, and they were found to be used in many, many other crimes. So the list is getting deeper and deeper of what they're being charged with.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to revisit again.
Yeah, sounds like it. So how do y'all plead?
Stop right there. Your Honor, they're not guilty.
This is your court-appointed. Your court-appointed attorney. And well, ma'am, why do you say that?
These people are educators. They're changing our community for the better, Your Honor. And I strongly disagree with these prop guns being provided to them to make them look guilty. Your Honor. Totally inadmissible in any court, Your Honor. But they're great people. Look, and the fact that they're joined together, they're just trying to help the community.
Well, I understand that. They obviously have changed their ways from early on. No doubt about that, when they were gangsters and running around. And I understand that you have 2 children that have been through the First Readers program. One of them, hey, sweetie, how are you? Well, that's great. And so you're paying your debt to society. And we appreciate that. And how are you doing, speaking of paying debts, how are you doing with your fundraising?
I think I have $1,263.
$1,263, okay, that's great.
I got right around 1,000. I've been in the meeting. I don't have the exact number.
And another 1,000. Oh my goodness, that deserves a big hand. Well, thank you both. That's a great job, and this year is more challenging than any other we ever had, I guess. But we appreciate the efforts of everyone here. I guess, is this our last?
Well, we have an announcement or so today. But yes, these fine people can now go to jail. We actually have 2 other detainees, one of which headed out the back door of the jail and went out of town, and that's Captain Marvel. Captain Christine Scurry of the Sheriff's Department, but she ran out so fast that she left behind her Captain Marvel uniform. So I do want to recognize the fact that Captain Scurry from the Sheriff's Department did participate, but with the change of the date for this event, she had already made plans to be out of town, so she can't be with us, but I do want to recognize her. We also have another one that for the 2nd year in the row has skipped out, and it's Lauren Skipper Cochran. And she was representing Piedmont Mountainside Hospital. It's been tough for her, as you can imagine, with the hospital firefighters, but she managed to raise money as well. Okay, Captain Scurry raised 1,010. Woo! Laura Cochran, 1,340.
Okay, everyone, we now have a total, if you didn't hear, $14,236.24. So that's fantastic. So James calculated that'll pay for 395 children for 1 year. So that's terrific. Thank you.
I hope everybody, you have an opportunity to have more than bread and water for lunch. So we do have your Bojangles, thanks to the kind donation of Bojangles for once again providing us lunches for each of you. But it's been a great year. You all have hung in there with me. You know, originally we were going to do this at the end of April. Here it is at the end of May.